No content out there in the streets, but it's all right. We still got some stuff in-game we can look at and take advantage of while the game is in a lull. Let's jump on into it. What's good, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Rob, aka Roboto. So yes, today was revealed, no content out today and yesterday. I was talking about this last week, guys. I'm a little bit scared, but it's okay. We'll keep powering through. In this video right here today, we're going to dive into some of the best budget options on offense. We've done this previously, but it's probably about time for a little update here. We're going to do offense. Maybe next week we'll do defense, and the week after we'll put it all together and do the best team for under 500,000 coins. I know there's a lot of people out there who have this game and have been playing it since the start, and I understand that, but there are some, and a few of you that came on recently and a few to come soon with the new EA Play release that will allow people to play the game basically for free if you have EA Play, that might need some help. So I'm here to help out those who might want to look at some guys on the budget end, and especially some of those who might be like, hey, what's a good position I can get to fill in this hole for cheap? All right, so we're gonna jump into all that, but before we do, I appreciate you all for stopping by. If you'd be so kind as to hit the subscribe button down below, notification bell right next to it, get notified anytime I'm live with brand new content. Also, if you like this video, if you like the names I touch on, and if you like everything you see on this channel, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And in the comment section down below, let me know which budget beast on offense am I missing from the list. Let's jump into it. So we're not exactly going to dive into anything to do with Madden today. I will go over a few things that they touched on in GMM. Number one, power-ups are on the horizon. I believe power-ups are going to be coming to us. I don't know who or what or when, but the only thing Krayla really told us is that power-ups on the horizon, and it's going to be centered around a specific program. If I had to pick a program that they're going to center it around, it's probably NFL playoffs and or the Super Bowl or Zero Chill. I think that kind of range right there, because there's some guys in Zero Chill that need a power-up, in particular like Justin Pugh, LaShawn McCoy. Also in NFL playoffs, there's some guys who need power-ups, and also the Super Bowl, there's a couple guys in there too that could use a power-up too. So it could be guys in those programs. He said it's centered around a program, and then after that it's going to be open to the wild, determining when's the next time they're going to give us power-up expansion. Who knows at this point if we'll ever get another one. This might be our best shot, so keep an eye out on that, and also be sure to keep an eye out here on the channel, because we do have Madden Live coming up this week. Here's the schedule for Madden Live coming up this week. On Friday, you see your boy right there, Friday night. It's a late night on Friday, so come on by. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna chill. We're gonna be streaming all night, all the way through. I'll probably come on a little bit earlier, jump on and stay on through the night. So come swing by Friday night. Madden Live drops and giveaways. I can tell you that we are giving away Randall Cunningham, Brian Dawkins, Nnamdi Asomugha on stream this Friday, so come check me out. Now, we're gonna jump into this here and go over the budget beast options. All right, so first things first, I do want to let you guys know my kind of qualifications for this. Number one, the only qualification I have is the price range. You got to be under 150,000 coins on Xbox. I understand some of you on PlayStation, but the prices usually don't range that much different on these, you know, mid-tier to low-end cards. A lot of these guys are probably within the same range here as you see Dylan, you see Romo, Acton Jenkins, Wirfs. Some of these guys are still up. Some of these guys are lower up. We'll go over them all individually, but for the most part, it's around that 150K and below range. We'll talk about everybody individually. And I went ahead and I picked one, pretty much each lineman, and the rest are going to be all the skill positions. So we'll go over all those. And again, guys, let me know in the comment section which one of these cards is your favorite, or which budget beast out there you've been using on your team that's done really well for you. So I'm going to start off boring. Get boring out of the way, right? Let's start off boring. Let's go to the offensive line here. And this guy right here in particular, Chris Samuels right here, left tackle. He is a left tackle there for the Washington football team. I don't know the other ones that figure out the other positions for him, or the other teams, excuse me, but Chris Samuels there on the left tackle position there. He does not, I don't believe he does out of position switch. You can just put him in the different position if you wanted to, but Chris Samuels here, left tackle. Basically stats for him, he's under 100K here on both consoles, 92 overall at the left tackle position. All of his run blocking, pass blocking stats are above 90. So Chris Samuels there, pretty good offensive lineman, left tackle in particular. Next one up here, and I'm pretty surprised by this one, honestly, left guard John Hanna, under 100K as well. This dude, same deal, all of his blocking stats up above 90. His price is below 100K. So it's not a bad guy to grab up on your team there. There's the Redux card right there. His Legends card, I believe, is probably over 100K right there. Yeah, 300, 350K. So don't even worry about that. Get the Redux card, or you can power him up. Do get his Legends card here. As you see, it's under 70K. And it's pretty much the same card except for a little bit of +1s. But if you're going to get anything with John Hanna, definitely get his Series Redux. Next up on the offensive line, probably my favorite of all these offensive linemen that we're picking is Bruce Matthews for 2 reasons. Number one, Bruce Matthews, I keep saying this and I keep caping about him. I kind of want to buy his card back and hold him. He's probably going to be the best center or offensive lineman in the game when all is said and done for multiple reasons. Number one, obviously this guy is a legit Hall of Famer. He's one of the best linemen of all time, but beyond that, that means we could get an ultimate legend Bruce Matthews. I strongly do think that this Bruce Matthews is probably prime position for an ultimate legend at a 97. I think it kind of makes too much sense there. You're getting 5 overall plus. And the cool thing about Bruce Matthews is in this card, in this Campus Heroes card, I can confirm this, he is able to switch to all of the offensive line positions, okay? And also his stats are nothing to sneeze at. Everything above 90 there on the blocking. So if you had to pick one dude, it would be Bruce Matthews. His price is super low too, right? Below 75K on both platforms. That's a steal right there. So 92 Bruce Matthews, probably arguably the best lineman you could get right here for cheap. Even if you want to get him and add him to your team and just kind of hold on to him, his price could go up. This lineman could be legit. So keep an eye out on Bruce Matthews there. Randy Cross, another good offensive lineman here that could also potentially get a future ultimate legend or a future hero as another program here. He's a relatively nice name that a lot of teams like to use, but 90 across the board again on run blocks, except for that pass block and lead block and impact block. But the rest of the stuff there, run block, pass block, the main stats are all above 90s. Again, another guy here under 80K, so really, really cheap there. So Randy Cross for the right guard position and the right tackle. Last but not least, Ryan Ramczyk. I really like Ramczyk usually every year. He's a really, really good blocker. As you see right here, this is a Series Redux card, 92 overall. This card was in high demand not too long ago, and I would assume if he gets another card, I don't think he will be off with the 92 only for Ramczyk here. It might not be bad to have him and then potentially sell him later if you want to, or you could upgrade him easily too. His power-up's not that expensive at all. It's about like, well, yeah, 1.2K. So all you need to do is get the training to power him up, but his main stats are all above a 90 except for the lead block, impact block right there. And he is a pretty solid lineman. So you could probably get a nice line there for under 450 if you really snipe these prices out. So if you really wanted to spend coins online, you could upgrade them easily. Now let's progress down to the team through excitement here and talk about tight ends. Now, a tight end that I've been singing the praises of for so long here is Jeremy Shockey. He's one of my favorite tight ends in the game, not only because he's a Giants player, but he's also a pretty damn good card, right? 87 speed, you're not getting top flight speed here, but he is a 92, 93 catching, 90 medium route running. I could also see an ultimate legend here for Shockey. So a lot of these guys, not only are we planning to get them now, but we're also going to hold them for future, right? These could be also good investments, not only good players for your team, especially on the budget end, but also guys that could get a future upgrade. So Shockey right here too, really good, under 80K on his price. He's a possession tight end, so he gets tight end apprentice for 1 AP. Keep that in mind, possession tight ends, 1 AP for tight end apprentice right there. Shockey, not that bad at all. His run block also is at 78. 93 catch for him, 86 deep route running, but 90 medium route running. He's hitting threshold. So Shockey, really good tight end there, 92 overall. You can power that speed up pretty well as well. Chris Cooley right here, 94 overall. He's a little bit more expensive than Shockey, but under 150, he's right here at 120. And at 120, another possession tight end, 1 AP for tight end apprentice at 89 speed stock, 91 medium route running stock, 89 deep route running stock, 91 catch, 94 spec catch, and 78 run block as well. Chris Cooley arguably is the best budget player out there right now. He's really cheap. He gets good abilities. He has some speed on him. He could block as well pretty decently there on the offensive line for a tight end. So Chris Cooley, probably my favorite out of the whole group. And another tight end here too that's been kind of killing me lately, and I have to give him a shout out. It's Noah Fant, 130K on Xbox, 132 on PlayStation. So again, not that much of a difference. He is a vertical threat tight end, so he's not going to get the abilities as cheap as Shockey or Cooley, but 92 speed stock is killer. 92 speed. He's among one of the fastest tight ends in the game. 71 run block. It's a little bit lower than the others, but it's okay. 88 medium route running. You can come that up pretty easily as well, but 92 catch, 94 spec catch. This dude is pretty solid, and he's been killing me lately. Noah Fant on some crossing routes, especially as tight end 2, when he's matched up against maybe a sub linebacker or cornerback 4. He gets separation. He's also big, right? 6'4", 250. So Noah Fant, giving you a shout out right there. Well deserved. He does beat the brakes on me a little bit there. And if we are getting Rising Stars tomorrow, the price on him might go down a little bit too, right? If we are getting Rising Stars as Wildcard Wednesday, so keep that in mind. Price on him probably go down a little bit as we progress through the week here. Out of position goon, a guy who is an out of position monstrous that has burned me on multiple occasions is the out of position Adoree Jackson. This budget beast has done damage to me. Now he's a little small, right? 5'11", 185. He's kind of like a Tyree Kill build there. He's under 90K on both platforms here, but check his speed and attributes out here. 94 speed, 87 catch is a little bit lower than you like, 85 spec catch is a little bit lower than you like, but 93 deep route running, 94 speed. That right there is all you really need for him. You get him the ball in his hand, he's just gonna make plays, he's gonna race down the field and blow by defenders, and he's done that to me multiple times at only a 93 overall. So Adoree Jackson here gets some big ups from me, especially being cheap under 90K. That's a really solid receiver. Another really good wide receiver here, under 100K or 110 depending on the platform. You can also build this card out in the secret set, is going to be Marquise Brown. Same situation here, but a little bit better in the stats, right? He's a little, he's also a smaller receiver there at 5'9", 170, but 94 speed, 91 catch, 90 spec catch, 92 deep route running. Again, another guy with some speed. You get the ball in his hands, he's going to make plays happen. So Marquise Brown here, a fan favorite, I'm sure. He's pretty cheap too, under 120K on both platforms. I'm sure you could get him for cheap, under 115, no problem. And then right here, another good wide receiver, Chad Johnson, under 130K, another guy who could be primed for an ultimate legend there. 93 speed on Ocho, 91 catch, 93 spec catch, 92 deep route running. He's also a route runner archetype, one of the best archetypes in the game, if not the best archetype in the game. But he's 6'1", 192, so he's not small in comparison to those other guys. So Chad Johnson here is not a bad option if you want to go scoop up a pretty good receiver that's going to make some plays and will also potentially get an upgrade pretty soon. He's 125K right now on both platforms, but that's okay. I don't think that's too bad to go ahead and scoop him up. His big legend here, or the top legend, is 85K. So maybe if you want to get a dude that's one worse on the speed and the route running, deep route running, you know, Chad Johnson right here is not a bad option at all at under 90K for a 93 there. Another wide receiver here who's pretty cheap, who has some size, who has some speed to him, who is pretty interesting and has been for a little bit, is Devontae Parker, 6'3", 212. So he's probably the biggest wide receiver out of the whole bunch we're going to go over. But 93 speed on him, 91 catch, 94 spec catch, 90 deep route running. So he's hitting thresholds on the route running there. He also has a power up too, so you can power him up, hit that 95 through a power up, and then you can potentially boost him up more with team camps and things like that. And at 126,130K on Xbox, I think this is a really good snag here. He's a card that was well overdue for an upgrade, and he got a pretty damn solid card here. So I don't think it's a bad idea if you want to go ahead and grab Devontae Parker, add him to your squad. Another receiver here that's kind of getting a nice look for me and could potentially get a power up like we talked about previously, Sami Watkins. This dude could potentially get a power up for multiple reasons. Obviously, he has more than one card, and he also has multiple team chems. So Sami Watkins could be a prime candidate for a power up, especially given that he's a 94 overall right now, sitting at about 130K depending on your platform. 93 speed for him, 91 catch, 92 spec catch, 93 deep route running. He's a deep threat wide receiver, so again, not the best archetype, but he does get the job done. He does have speed, he does have route running, he does have some height there at 6'1". So Sami Watkins definitely gets a shout out from me. Now, another dude here who is another deep threat wide receiver with another good speedy archetype or good attributes here is Calvin Ridley. Now, he's probably the most pricey out of all of these guys that I'm going to pick and go through here, but about 130, 140K for Ridley. You might be able to build him up or snipe him for cheaper, about 120, but I do think it's worth it. Ridley obviously has his power up as well, but 90 catch, 90 spec catch, 93 deep route running, 94 speed. Pretty damn impressive there for him at the 94 overall. I don't think this is a bad receiver at all to add to your team. He has some height right there too. He can play the slot a little bit. I've noticed people like to put him in the slot and kind of match him up against CB3 and 4 and try to, you know, out burn you a little bit, take advantage of exploiting the matchup there. So Calvin Ridley, not that bad at all. He does damage against me. But I think the receiver number one, obviously he's the most expensive out of all of them. So I do take back what I said earlier, but Tyree Kill here at under 150K. Y'all remember when this card came out, he's a mil, 2 mil, and everybody's freaking out? Look at him now. He's under 150K. He's down here with the brokies, myself and everybody else included. Tyree Kill down here, 5'10", 185, so he's a little small, but 94 speed, 93 deep route running, 89 catch, 88 spec catch. You can chem those up pretty well. He has a whole dearth of cards here, including that 97 up top, but you could also go ahead and grab the power up for him if you want to power him up. His series redux is about the same price, about that 150 to 170 depending on the platform. His regular blitz card here is 146, 150, so he's barely under the 150, so I guess I'm like kind of slightly cheating here. But Tyree Kill has to get a nod, has to get some recognition here because of his speed alone. This dude is always a fan favorite. So shouts to Tyree Kill. Let's switch over to the running backs. And one dude that I really like that could get an Ultimate Legend, that could really do some damage on the on next gen consoles, I think in particular, is Edran James. So right here under 90K, but he's 6'2", 219. He's a little bit bigger, 91 speed, but the 92 COD, 92 ball carrier vision. Break tackles at 91 there on his 93. So you got to imagine if he gets the Ultimate Legend, it's probably going to be about 96, 97. So I'm really worried that this dude could come to the game and be the next great back in the game. Edran James was in the game earlier this year and he was doing damage, and I really liked his card. So Edge right here at the 93. Again, with the legends, you can go grab the 92. It's pretty much the same outside of +1s, but if you wanted to power him up all the way through, it's the same deal here, right? So again, 6'2", 220 there for him. And this card right here, this 92, is under 70K. So if you want a super budget beast running back here, the 90 speed is the only questionable thing right here for him. I understand that for sure, but you can kev him up a little bit and get some good respectable speed on him if you want to run a budget running back there for Edran James. Now this dude right here, he's still on my team, not only because of Giants chems, but because he does keep making plays, right? 92 overall, Saquon Barkley right here. He is the engine that he just won't stop. I've used this card since it came out for months, probably like 2 or 3 months now, and I've been using this dude and I cannot quit him. I can't. 92 speed for him, 92 COD, 74 catch, which like 70, like the catching stats on running backs is a lie, because I have Ricky Williams and his catch is like 60 and he catches every ball. So I don't understand the catching stat, but still Barkley catches balls out of the backfield. He's like my 3rd down running back. He's doing some screens for me. He's doing inside zones. He's running, you know, if I'm doing 4-3 wide, he's back there in the backfield, either blocking or gonna, you know, block and release. So Barkley here is not that bad at all, right? 92 speed, 93 excel, 92 COD. You can get him for under 80K, which I think is a steal. This card is very good. It is power-ups out there in the wild as well. So that's Saquon, the man with the play in 92 overall. Another guy who I think is primed for an Ultimate Legend of some sort or another upgrade somewhere down the line here is Adrian Peterson, 6'2", 220. He's another bigger back there, and he's coming in with the power back archetype. So power back archetype, especially on next gen, for some reason these guys just break every tackle. But here's Adrian Peterson, 91 speed on his 93, so 92 truck though, 92 stiff arm, 91 break tackle. All of his carrying stats are kind of insane, right? For a 93, now that we're looking back on it retrospectively, and you could probably hold on to him until he gets another upgrade. You gotta imagine AP will get another upgrade sometime down the line. They've kind of focused a lot of stuff on him, whether it's NFL Epics or the 50. He's been a part of some pretty important programs here for EA, especially early on. So could we see AP upgrade Ultimate Legend? Could we see AP upgrade maybe Combine, Draft, something like that? I think so. So I don't think it's a bad idea to get Adrian Peterson. Maybe have him on your team, use him a little bit. He's not bad. You just got to get used to it a little bit and use him in comparison to how the speed is in the game. So AP right there at a 93. Next up on the list is Todd Gurley, the Gurley man. He's coming in here at under 130, 121 on either platform there. 92 speed. He's 6'1", 227, so he's not that small, but he's relatively cheap there on the market. He's 130-ish, like I just said. So 92 speed on him, and basically 92 block and 92 break tackle, 94 carrying, 94 juke, 92 ball carrier vision. Not bad at all. I really like Gurley. Obviously, he gets multiple team chems with the Falcons and the Rams, so Gurley's not a bad addition to your squad if you want to get a legit running back on your team, a guy who could, you know, potentially make a difference, and a guy who could actually play some downs for you and not be forgotten about and thrown away to the side. Another running back that I really like is Jonathan Taylor. Now he's on the threshold there of that 150, not as expensive as Tyreek, but he's probably around the same region there as a Calvin Ridley. But Taylor here, really impressive. A guy I've played against multiple times online. 95 overall for him, 94 speed, but his ball carrier stats right here, right? 94 ball carrier vision, 94 stiff arm, 94 break tackle, 95 carry, 93 juke move, 90 spin, 89 COD. Need that up a little bit, just a little bit, but it is pretty solid there for Jonathan Taylor. You don't have to worry about a power up for him either. He's obviously a rookie, so he only has the Colts chem, so I'd suggest snagging him up too. He could be a guy, maybe team of the week dudes get the power ups instead of whatever program they're thinking about. So Jonathan Taylor right there, really impressive there for 95 and relatively cheap, under 150. As we progress now to the quarterbacks, I'm just gonna give a quick shout out to Daniel Jones here, just because Hot Rod Master reasons. If he had 95 throw power, he get Hot Rod Master Gunslinger, but I think his card came out at the wrong time. He's under 140 on most platforms here, so you could probably get him for relatively cheap there. I know I had just pulled him in the pack recently, so he's okay. He's not my favorite budget beast. He's also a little bit pricey, 140, 130 region, but 89 speed ain't bad at all in the QB, especially field runner or quarterback. 94 throw power there, ain't nothing to sneeze at. All the accuracies above 90, all his main stats above 90 pretty much, except for break sack. So I really like this card. He does overthrow a little bit, so be hesitant of that. He's probably not the best quarterback out of the group, so keep in mind there, Daniel Jones. Another guy here who's a potential upgrade, who's also not that bad either, is Dante Culpepper. Look, I was getting dotted up by Culpepper at weekend league this past weekend. I swear to you, Dante Culpepper was dotting me up on a full Vikings theme team. Dudes are running Stephon Diggs and Randy Moss out there and have Dante as the quarterback with 92 overall Culpepper. He dots me up. He really does dot me up. 6'4", 260. He's under 80K on his price. 93 throw power on him. 85 speed. Ain't nothing to sneeze at on a QB. Strong arm archetype, so he doesn't get Hot Rod Master, but he does get Gunslinger. So 89 short, 87 mid accuracy, 90 deep accuracy. He's pretty solid there. He's big as hell too, 6'4", 260. And you gotta imagine he's gonna get an upgrade somewhere, whether that's an Ultimate Legend or another program down the line. Culpepper, when they added him early in the year, I used him for a couple weeks and I really liked him. So Culpepper could be one that we add back onto the squad. He also gets multiple team chems too. Dolphins, obviously. I think he gets Raiders too. So Culpepper, not a bad guy to both have on your team and use it as investment. The quarterback of the year, I guess, the guy who is the flavor of the soup du jour, the guy who has been price spiked beyond belief by content creators galore, Brett Favre here at about 80K. So 92 overall strong arm archetype, just like Culpepper there, but 93 throw power. All of his main stats for short accuracies above 90, throw on the runs 91, mid and deep accuracy a little bit lower than you like, and his speed's at about 76. So he's cool, but the big thing about Brett here is his throw motion, right? Brett has one of the best, if not the best throw motions in the game. Him and Aaron Rodgers have the same one pretty much. So Favre right there, 6'2", 225. Also, he's not tiny. So pretty solid card here for Brett Favre. But I think my favorite out of the whole bunch is probably Steve Mcnair. Steve Mcnair right here, he gets Hot Rod Master, 94 overall, 85 speed. You got to respect this card every time it touches the field. I know a lot of people have moved on, use Rich Gannon, things of that nature. So Mcnair though, for me, 124K, 128K, depending on the platform you're looking at. Field general archetype for him as well, so he does get that Hot Rod Master. 93 throw power, all the accuracies above 90, throw on the runs 92, 85 speed. So Mcnair gets a big shout for me here. Again, his 94, you could pretty much do the same thing as we've been saying. I'm sorry, his 93 legend here, you could pretty much do the same as we've been saying. You know, just get the 93 for cheap there, under 90K as you see, and then go ahead and get the power him up, and then you can go ahead and have this pretty damn good quarterback on your team. So Steve Mcnair right there gets the last nod for me. I know people are out there screaming for Rich Gannon, but you already know about Rich Gannon, man. You already know about Rich Gannon, so I'm not gonna touch on Rich Gannon. Everybody knows about Rich Gannon, all right? Screw Rich Gannon. No, I'm just kidding. But no, for real, forget Rich Gannon. We're moving on from Rich Gannon. I can't wait till the next good Hot Rod Master Gunslinger quarterback comes out that people will move on from Rich Gannon. It's about time, all right? So that's all for this video. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. If you have any budget beasts, please let me know down in the comment section down below. We'll touch on some, and also defensive budget beasts. Let me know if there's any that you're thinking about, and I'll add them to the list. That's all for this video. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.